Hello, everybody. This is for the jury. For people who are on the jury, this is Wednesday for Wednesday's class. Kind of giving you guys a little bit of instruction. This won't take long. This video. A lot of it was explained to you on Monday as well, but just a little recapper, and just makes a couple things clear for what you need to do. You guys should have been working on Wednesday. You should have been was the jury selection activity. Again, where you find that at, you go in your jury mock trial section in Google Classroom under classwork. You should have scrolled down to jury activity, selecting a jury. Here were all the instructions. We really went through this together, at least in the video. I read it to you, and but I did want to kind of recap some things for where you're at. So here are the notes that we went over in the video. I'm not going to do that again, so we're gonna skip that. But theoretically, this is where you should be at right now. You should have went through this, and you should have created 3 questions per juror. So again, if you are a prosecutor, put your prosecutor's mind on. Your job is to make them guilty. So who's them? Again, in the scenario sheet. So this was the scenario. Jessica Ho is a 22-year-old waitress in Seattle. She's been charged with reckless endangerment. So your job as a prosecutor is to, again, to create a conviction of guilty by the jury. So if you're a prosecutor, you need to select 12 of these 20. What questions would you ask juror number 1? Flipping it. If you were on the defense, what would you ask this person if you were the defense and trying to make your defendant not guilty, to make them innocent? So you should have went through this on, again, some of these may have been very repetitive, so don't necessarily worry about that. So this part should theoretically be done or close to being done. All right, so once you are done with that, let's go down here, striking the jury. All right, so you will now be divided into 2 groups, prosecution and defense. So if you guys look in Google Classroom, in the thing I'm sharing with you guys right here in the subplans is a jury selection Google Sheet. It looks like this. So if you're in second period, if you're prosecution, so Noah G, Mia, Colton, MS. Now, if you're highlighted, they may or may not be with you. So if somebody's highlighted, so Noah and Emma might not be in the session, but the defense is Brody and Mariah. 6th period, you can go ahead and read for yourself. Same thing if you're highlighted in yellow, that they may not be in that chat, and I'll explain why later on. So that's your group. So you'll go into that breakout session that I created for you guys for the jury. You'll use that, and you're going to need to collaborate and discuss that. Now, here's the thing. So now, as attorneys, your role, defense and prosecution, you need to go through this document. Who would you need to select 12 out of the 20. So how it'll work, I would start off with the first juror. Where's it at? Now, the reason why I'm having you guys kind of do this is because I can't, I have no audio on my computer, so I really can't run this. So it's really going to be up to you guys to talk, collaborate. You guys have a breakout room, or you guys can type into the chat, whatever you want to do. But juror number 1, you're going to go through that. Prosecution, you're up first. So start off there. I would just do it this way. I would say, first one, prosecution, say, I want. And if the defense says, okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, and there's your first juror out of the 12. Again, you need to select 12 out of the 20. Now, if the defense has a objection to it, you can always come back to it later if need be. So you're going to go through each one. Same for juror number 2. Do you have a objection? Anybody have an objection number 2? If somebody does, then you move on. So ultimately, guys, if you're the prosecution, what you guys should do is have your favorites. Which 12 do you absolutely have to have? What are a couple that you can maybe have, and which ones can you absolutely not have on there? So pick and choose your battles wisely. If I'm being honest, the prosecution, kind of going back. So Noah, Mia, and Colton, I would spend a few minutes before you guys even have this debate. I would go through and kind of rank these people. Um, so what are your must-haves? So I on the bottom of your guys' sheet down here, I would put must-haves, and then just go juror number 1, 5, 8, whatever that you guys want. That you actually have to have. So ultimately, when you guys are done with the assignment, when the defense and the prosecution have both kind of went through this, um, ultimately what you're going to do is you are going to create, and actually we'll do this for you. Here are the 12 jurors we decided. Insert image, insert quote table. Okay, so you're gonna do, sorry, you're gonna fill in your 12 jurors. There. And then you need to have some alternates. And you write down at least 2 alternate jurors. So 2, you need 2 alternate jurors. So you have 12 jurors here that you're gonna have serving the jury. You're gonna have 2 alternate jurors, and so that means for all you math wizards out there, you're gonna have 6 jurors that you're gonna strike, that you're gonna be thrown out. All right, so that's something that you guys have to agree upon. So you guys should all have the same answers for this on all your papers. So just so we're clear and on the same page. All right. So ultimately, that's what you're going to be debating on. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be around to answer them for you. But yeah. All right. Anyway, adios. And also, obviously, once you're done, make sure you're going through and making sure all your other assignments are done that you need to complete for your jury. All right. Adios. See you later. Bye bye.